you go. Now the main man is back. Welcome to the Logans. I know I have been entertaining you people with some music in the background. There's a baton that will take over the show now. Thank you for being there. Thank you for always following. Thanks for your little patience because I know some people are like, "What's happening to the guy? He's not coming on today. He just get the music playing in the background." But as usual, I want to say thanks to everyone who I was following. Thanks to all of my friends. This is very unprecedented to have your people who really believe in what you do and believe in the work that you do and really do appreciate them. So I want to say to all of those that are following us tonight, we will have uh, uh, you all know her, Fit Nelson. She's the comedian. Tonight she's gonna be out here. She's gonna entertain us. She's gonna do so many things for us tonight. But we're gonna ask her. She will be driving us through her career, and so while you are hanging on, I'm just gonna play our intro while we connect our sister Fit Nelson. So you can just hang on while I try to connect Sister Fit Nelson. Let me send Sister Fit Nelson. So welcome to the Logan's Hour. Today is the Saturday edition of the Logan's Hour. We have Sister Faith Nelson will be joining us shortly. Then afterward, we will have two or three young men. They're going to be going strictly into politics. So if you're interested in politics, trust me, this is the place for you. I know it's sometimes it's a little hard to share the show, but I already do appreciate it. People could just do us a favor. You could just share the show for us because you know what it takes, man. You know what it takes to share the show. It's a great thing to do. Share this show for us. Yeah, we will appreciate when you share the show for us because we will have our own Liberian sister, our own Liberian sister. Her name is Finn Nelson, as you can see right here on the screen. She's gonna be here today. You heard about the comedian Finn Nelson. She always there making you laugh. She entertain you. Today is the day for you to try to celebrate her too. Come on, all Liberians from every walks of life. Let's support our own Liberian sister, Faith Nelson. This is this is this is all Liberian business, though. Let's support our own Liberian sister, Phil Nelson. I'm going to be bringing Sister Phil Nelson in shortly. Sister Phil Nelson going to explain to us about her career. She's going to explain to us about the first time she thought of getting into into being a comedian, what was running through her head, and notwithstanding Sister Phil Nelson, she also graduated of Reason, so she will explain to us some of those things that she's doing. So, like I said, let's support our own Liberian sisters. Let's celebrate other Liberians who are doing good, who are doing extremely well, who are involved into businesses. It is a good thing to do. Um, so I'm about to send Sister Phil Nelson will be coming in shortly. So um, just a second, let me just grab this and send to Sister Phil Nelson. So while we waiting for Sister Phil Nelson, I'm just gonna play some her video so you can see what she always doing.
A date with a guy who been bothering you. You don't want anything to do with him. If you don't want anything to do with him, he keeps bothering you. Tell him, say yes, we will go on a date. Just tell him yes, we will go on a date. But the preparation for the date is what you need to put more time into, like this one I'm doing here. Hmm? Make yourself some natural eyeglasses. Mm. Just just make sure when this guy sees you, this guy who you want to stop bothering you, when he sees you, he will run for his life. He will run until he will probably fall over and break something. Make sure when he sees you, he runs. Okay? Make sure when he sees you, he doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. Okay? Give yourself extra eyebrows.
You see what I'm talking about? She will be here shortly. You're gonna
When
see
he
her with
comes,
your
just
own
give him
eye.
a big smile. Say, hey, Papi Chulo, I'm ready to go on a date. I'm so excited. And then you make your mouth like so. You want to kiss me?
It's
Give
filthy.
yourself
You see what I'm talking about?
a very profound lip line
I just
with
she
your lip liner.
can you imagine
Make
her
it
video is
very
scaring me. Then
profound.
imagine when she come in
Yes.
studio.
Oh, this
So
is going to be awesome.
you get stuck on
I
here.
promise when he sees you, he won't want anything else to do with you. He will run for his life. If you don't like the person and the person continues to bother you, give them a reason to be afraid of you when they see you. Don't let him, want anything else to do with you when he sees you. You know, make him afraid of you. Make him scared in real life. Okay?
There you go.
Get dressed to discourage, not to impress him. You know?
Well, you have seen it all. We will not play all of the video, but Sister Phil Nelson gonna be here. You all know her. Um, we have been following some of her videos on her work on Facebook, and she into graphic designs and some other things. But she will be the best person to explain herself. And I have one of my friends who in Liberia. He's an ardent follower of Sister Phil Nelson. His name is Mr. Heron Pochi now. So while you sit and get entertained tonight and listen to Sister Phil Nelson for yourself in real time, we can say all you have to do. This is your own Liberian sister. Go to YouTube, tap in Phil Nelson, subscribe to her page, go to Facebook, and celebrate the work you do. Because imagine there are very few people who do the kind of work. Being a comedian, like what's his name was saying the other day, Michael Blazin, it's not something small. It's not something small to see yourself and you be making people to live, you be entertaining people who are very stressed out and things. I want to say kudos to Sister Phil Nelson. And as you say there, I'm gonna bring Sister Phil Nelson in just right now. Boom.
Oh my goodness.
I know. How you doing, my sister? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Brother Logan. It's an honor,
Thank you.
to get an invite from you. I don't take it lightly.
I
It
know.
takes it takes a lot to invest into yourself and take on such, position to bring people to a platform where they can be interviewed and let other people see them and talk to them. Thank you so much for this invite.
Thank you so much, Sister Phil Nelson. Like one of my friends called him Heron now in Liberia. He always sending me some of your video. He be like, "Do you know her? She really know how to just entertain me." I'll be like, "Yeah, she live in Indiana. Trust me, it's a perfect opportunity for you to log on here tonight and see your own comedian Heron now. He always asks about you. So if you
Oh
just
wow.
yeah, if you just following or we are in conversation with Sister Phil Nelson, she gonna tell us more about her career, tell more about her she into graphic design thing. She will tell us more about that too. Um, so if you have nothing to do this evening, come on, celebrate your own Liberian sister. So, Sister Phil Nelson, welcome again.
Thank you.
All right, so let's just go straight into it because as we had a conversation the other day, we would just be here for just an hour as we
Mhm.
agreed upon. So I know time is of essence. So we just go straight to you. You just tell who is Phil Nelson.
Faye Nelson, how did the Faye name come about? Okay, I go by the name Ophavia. So I took the Faye out of Ophavia for just and spelled it as Fay, but when spelling my name, there is a Fei in there. So that's where the Faye comes from. And the Nelson had to go with it because, that's my legal last name. That's how Faye Nelson came about. And originally, I came down a path of trying so many things. That's just life. You just got to keep exploring until you know, get until you get to somewhere you be like, okay, this is it. So I tried doing secular music before. It didn't go well because honestly, in the industry for a female who's trying to enter that industry, anything secular, even gospel, you find yourself being trying to, get used by insignificant people who really didn't gift you with the talent, the innate talent that you have. It's only because you have to go through them, some of them, even if you have money, some of them try to take advantage of you just because you're a female. So I didn't like that. I switched to gospel. And then I stuck to gospel. But then again, there was this part of me where when I enter somebody's house or when I'm with friends, even my kids, I will say things and do things in a way where people will just fall down laughing. They just fall down laughing. And I'm like, okay. Now there's social media. Let me just start putting videos up. I started doing it on my regular profile, which I lost to hikers,
Mhm.
or hackers. I mean, I lost it to hackers. I started originally. That's where that makeup video came from originally, was my regular profile. So I put that up and I'm like, let me just do this video. Let me just put it up and see what happens. I put the
Wow.
video up and it just went viral and things started. So that's how Faye Nelson started, because once that name went viral, you know, I couldn't go away from that. I had to stick with that.
Wow. There you have it. There you have it. Like you said, it's just that moment where you just hit and you just believe that this is my calling. Thank you so much, Sister Fit Nelson. We do appreciate the work you do. Like I said, my friend do follow you. I also follow you a lot because
Thank
even I
you.
was sitting here watching the makeup video, I just bust out. I was like, oh my God. Imagine you taking somebody on a date. Imagine. Let me just play a portion of it. And if you're just following us, we are in conversation with Sister Finn Nelson. I'm going to play a portion of the makeup video so you can see what we are talking about right now. So
Okay.
let me
Anything to
just
do
start it
with
from the beginning so
when
you
you
can
don't
see.
want a date with a anything to do with him. If you don't want anything to do with him, he keeps bothering you. Tell him, say yes, we will go on a date. Just tell him yes, we will go on a date. But the preparation for the date is what you need to put more time into, like this one I'm doing here. Hmm? Make yourself some narrow eyeglasses. Just
So, Sister Finn Nelson, another question to this. So, if you don't want to go on a date with a guy and you make yourself like this, so is that going to make the guy afraid of you?
No, it depends on how judgmental he is or if he's open minded, because some men will just look at you like, girl, what is going on with you? Why you got all this stuff on your face? Well, wash your face because I'm taking you out. I don't know. And then some men will look at you like, okay, you're crazy. They'll tell you, call me when you're ready, because right now I don't think you're ready. They'll walk away and they probably won't come back. So it really depends on the individual. And because I mean, looking at the video and the commentaries and stuff like that, people like, okay, just tell him no. And then some men were in the commentary saying, I don't care what you do with your face, I don't care what you're wearing. If I say I want you, I want you. I'll probably put my makeup on, make it messy, and then both of us gonna go out like that. So there were so many different responses, and it really depends on the personality and mindset.
Wow. So if you're
Yeah.
just following, or we just want you to take just a little 10 seconds look of this
Just
video
make sure
and
when this
see what
guy
Sister
sees
Fin
you,
Nelson
the
can
guy
do.
who's gonna stop bothering you, when he sees you, he will run for his life. He will run on, probably fall over, break something. Make sure when he sees you, he runs. Okay? Make sure when he sees you, he doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. Okay? Give yourself extra eyebrows.
Oh my God.
There you see.
When he comes, just give him a big smile. Say, hey, Papi Chulo,
Oh my
I'm
God.
ready to go on a date.
All right. So, Sister Nancy, that's right. I'm cracking up. Trust me. you know, Imagine you expecting some kind of girl you met maybe at Walmart somewhere, and you expecting her, and you just send her the invite. Oh, meet me to this restaurant, and she just dressed like that. And you're gonna be like, "Sorry, I think you are the wrong person."
You're being so embarrassed. Probably walk out, grab your hand, like, why you show up like this?
Oh
Um,
my.
I don't know, but can I eat first before we can talk about that later? Can I order my food? You don't mean to tell me I drove all the way here just because of how I look. I can't eat. Let me eat, or just order
Wow.
the food to go.
I know that's a real turn off for most guys. So, Sister Fin Nelson, I know that you graduated at Gone Time from I don't know. Can you tell more about that graduation? Because everybody that sees you, they just feel you just a comedian, but they
Mm.
don't know that on the cover you have this something that has to do with graphic design, all this stuff. So, can you talk to your audience concerning that?
Yes, my education, has been quite a journey, or it had been quite a journey. At first, I thought I wanted to do medical assistant, but then, without good, advice, I went to a local institute what that wasn't nationally accredited, so I couldn't transfer any credit. I got pissed off. I said, you know what, that's it for medical assistant. I'm gonna just try to go for respiratory therapy. I did all the prerequisites, all the classes. I did everything. Like, if I were to get up and say I want to do nursing right now, it would take me 1 year to get my associate degree. That's how deep I went into studying all those courses that are required before you enter the program. So when I did it and needed to enter the program, that time I was in Virginia. I applied for the program, and sad to say, they said they were only selecting 21 students, and majority were Caucasian. So
Oh
I
wow.
didn't make the cut, and I said, okay, no problem. So I left it alone, try to, giving myself time to, request, put that application in again. But then as God had it, I relocated here to Indiana. So when I got here, I tried to get into the program. I was still having difficulty. So I just went ahead and studied human services, which I almost completed. I needed to do my internships and stuff, but I did not like working with people who had a whole bunch of problems and drama going on. So I put that aside. And if I wanted to go back, it'll take me less than a year to get that degree. So I put that aside. And I said, you know what, let me try graphic design, graphic and web design. That's how I wind up in the office of, the program chair, and he got me in the program, and I loved every bit of it. I loved every bit of it. I put my all in every project that I had to do. I studied how to work in Photoshop. There's nothing in Photoshop that I cannot do, because web design at the time before WordPress came along with templates, and you got Wix.com and all these other platforms that allow people to just go ahead and use templates to build website. Before that, people used to build website skeletons right inside of
Hmm.
Photoshop, and then
Yeah.
you use your coding to get that into the raw website to build it up, and just using code and getting that website to really come together. That's how I learned how to build website. But now it's much easier with, templates and places like Wix, and you can go through Bluehost or GoDaddy and all those other hosts that are out there, and then you go to WordPress and do stuff like this. Use templates. But I studied detail photograph, what you call it, Photoshop, Illustrator. We got deep inside of that, and there are a lot of things that can be done in Illustrator, including making logos, which can be done in Photoshop as well. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's this thing called Dreamweaver that you can actually use to make, little documentaries and stuff like that. We got into that, but honestly, I didn't like Dreamweaver much. It was really optional. So we did what you call it,
Mm-hmm.
Adobe Power, Adobe, no, it's not Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere is the one most people use, because when you go in Adobe Premiere, you have After Effects where you can use all the, little elements to bring a commercial together and make it conclusive but very short. And then in Premiere itself, where you can edit an entire movie. There's just so much into Adobe Premiere that we learn how to do as well. And the part that I am proud of the most is knowing how to write books and create magazines in
Oh
InDesign.
wow.
Yeah, InDesign it's just breathtaking. Like, if I want to write my story, I don't need to send words out to anybody to bring it together on X amount of pages. I can create my own book cover. I can do as many pages as I can in InDesign. I can design the cover, design every page all the way to the back, and send it off for print. And no, the entire, just how people that InDesign is what I enjoyed the most, because the way people lay out books, brochures, flyers, like three pages brochures or
Mm.
4 pages brochures, how they design it, all that stuff I learned for it came handy in design, and I really have fun learning that. Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Let me find something. Where is the little book? Just a second. Had I known you was asking that question.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. So we are in conversation with Sister Faye Nelson, comedian. So you can come and support your own librarian sister. You can tap your questions up here if you have questions for Sister Faye Nelson. See Angeline Marcella Brown. She said, "I love her comedy. She's good. Thank you so much." Um, Celine Valentino. Thank you for following us tonight as well. And Sister Faye Nelson gonna be back shortly. She just wanted to get something. And at 5 o'clock, we'll be joined by Mr. James Akwe and Mr. Anthony Davis and the tough talking Mr. Jan Volule. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be stimulating because it's gonna be all about politics. So while Sister Faye Nelson is just trying to get some of her documents to show you, because she want to show you why when it comes to her graphic design, because other people think that she's just a comedian, and do not, and she's not educated. She just want to demonstrate some of the work that she can do. So while we wait for Sister Faye Nelson in just a split second, we just play the intro. She should be back in just 5 seconds. Thank you. So Sister Faye Nelson gonna crack you up to that today. Let me just play this video of her that we were just
I'm
discussing.
so
So
like so. You want to kiss me? Give yourself a very profound lip line with your lip liner. Make it very profound. Yes. Oh, this is going to be
Unfortunately.
awesome.
All right, we have
I promise.
we have been joined by Sister Faye Nelson, so we're just gonna go right to Sister Faye Nelson. Go ahead, Sister Faye Nelson. I'm sorry, I'm
What?
just trying to just stir the people up about what you capable of doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't find this little book I had to make for my finals. I made
Okay.
how to make, you know how you cook potato greens, right?
Yeah.
But I did my finals on how on the recipe how to cook potato green, but I use spinach. So it's a whole booklet that I made. It's like a recipe. I wanted to show it to you guys. But honestly, I don't know where I put it right now. So
Yeah, Mr.
basically,
Mr. Isaac go find out how to cook potato greens, so he would tell people about potato greens.
yeah, so I still have that booklet somewhere here. I know it's somewhere here, but I don't want to hold you guys up.
Yeah,
So
you
pretty
fine.
much that's overall what I do. And honestly, I tell people all the time, I didn't do this to go and work for anybody. I did it for my own for as a vehicle to drive my own career, because I have done flyers for people. People will ask me to do their website, but I kind of I kind of stay away from doing website for people depending on the kind of website. If it's just for blogging, I'll do it. But if it's like e-commerce where you got to be uploading your products and stuff like that, I tell people if you want to do that, it'll be very expensive because if you have no clue on how to, get your own products up there, then you will have to pay per hour for somebody else to do it for you. So the best bet, since there are so many platforms out there that gives you templates to make you, and then there's YouTube that has tons of tutorials. It'll be better for you to just, pace yourself and teach yourself on how to build your own e-commerce going through Wix or other hosts out there. So, but right now, what I'm using my skills for is to run my own blog. Is fadethecomedian.com. It's an actual, okay, I'm not gonna say it's the actual website because that sounds dumb. So
Yeah.
I have my website. It's called fadethecomedian.com. And what I do is I just write blogs on any, issues that would draw attention in the society. I don't go towards politics and stuff like that, but anything that's celebrity related, anything that will make you go wow or make you go what the hell, I'll just go for content that people, people like crazy stuff.
Yeah. I
And
But not to
yeah,
cut you off, I saw I was doing some background search on you because normally when you bring in people in, you have to know more about them. And I went to one of your videos that you were doing how to make mashed potato or I don't know what mac and cheese, and that went viral. I saw that you have up to 5 million views.
yeah, that was probably a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, people are drawn to ridiculously, you know, abnormal stuff. Like when you do, it's almost like if you do it the abnormal way, you draw people attention because it's like, wow, I've never done, I've seen everything, but not this one. Oh Lord, you know, then have like Rimbo can say, wonder shall never end.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see something for the first time. The thing about driving traffic is being able to stand out and do something that nobody have seen before. Give it a twist that people that would draw people in. Be like, damn, what the hell am I watching? That's what people like. So macaroni and cheese, of course, I can buy it frozen and make it for my children to eat it. But as usual, if I want to do something, I want to give it. I'm always going for a crazy, ridiculous twist that'll have people going, no, that's not how you do it. No, that was the idea behind that macaroni and cheese. I totally wasted food, and you would see people in the commentary. So, oh, people are hungry around the world. Why are you wasting food? And in my head, I like, do you guys forget you got to spend money to make money?
I know, right? That's a
But
beautiful one.
yeah, so it's up to 5 million views, and I really tap into the African Americans, well, the Americans as a whole, because that's one of their common meals, and I know damn well that's not how they make it. So
Yeah.
I, I was getting their attention, and it worked.
Yes, because first when you started, you just put a pot and pour the cheese and started putting milk and stir it out and put the macaroni, and I was like, this is not the right way to do it. Yes, but when I went later on, I saw that you have 5 million views. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa. What about this video that a lot of people drove to in this huge amount of 5 million? It's not a small number though.
That's a lot.
Wow.
I mean, that's the income driver right there, to try to make content that are viral so you can get paid.
Yeah, that's true. We are so proud of you, man. Because sometimes, other people when they see you doing your little thing in your house, dancing and doing some physical thing, they try. Some people misinterpret it. They feel you just want to dance in front of the camera, but they ain't know that you're doing it because it's what you're doing. It's your
Yeah.
work. That's why you love to do. Though you have other careers, but you love to do what you do.
Yes,
So
indeed.
that's why when you do it with a lot of passion. So let's shift the conversation a little. I was doing a little background, and I saw that you served the U.S. military.
Yes, I'm a Navy veteran.
Yeah, I saw that. You care to tell us something about that? Some people that don't know you, some of your fans.
Okay, well, the whole Navy thing came about, I would say, because of living conditions.
Okay.
Um, Coming to the US, it's just, no matter how your life go, you gotta remain grateful for people who play a part in getting you somewhere. I don't care. Sometimes people, I'm not gonna, say Liberians, sometimes people will help other people and it'll get them to a certain level. But
Mm-hmm.
because they don't continue to see you become your best version, that doesn't mean that you should turn a stink eye to them, and just stop appreciating them for how far they brought you. I said that I said that because my uncle and my auntie work hard to bring us here in America, you know, and there are a lot of families who bring their nieces, nephews, distant family members here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you guys finally get here, sometimes depending on the how the relationship goes between adult and a child in our
Yeah.
Liberian community, yeah, it depends how it goes. You may end up on your own or whatsoever. So what happened was they supported us until we graduated high school. And then when I was going to turn 18, my uncle and his wife say you on your own. In a country when you 18, you grown up, you on your own.
Yeah.
So yeah, but my uncle had a little, he was he had a little concern for me as his niece. So he didn't quite leave me hanging all by myself. So what he did was he initiated the process for me to get enlisted into the Navy. At first, I didn't want to go, but he knew that his wife wasn't going to allow me, stick around any longer than after high school. So that process got started. He didn't help me through to finish it, but he drove me back and forth until it was time for them to move. So when they left and the recruiter came, they moved out and left me in the apartment alone. They said, you got to October to October 29, 2018. You must get out of they put taking the apartment. I hope you'll find somewhere to go. My uncle said, if you don't go to the Navy, just find somewhere to go.
You're on your own.
You're on your own. So here, white pack the thing they left. I didn't even see where they were living.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they left me in the outside. So when the recruiter came by, I said, well, I want to join the Navy. He said, you sure? I said, yes. And then at the time that my boyfriend had, he said, well, you could move in with me. I look at him, I said, "Hey, I beg you. I just turned 18.
I
I'm
know.
coming sit down with you and start having babies. I get nothing for myself. So you and your little thing, y'all just go on outside. I got to find my own path in life and build something for myself." Then
That's
he
true.
said, okay, but when you join the Navy, we still going to be together. I said, whatever happen right here, stay right here. They were going to find somebody better. So we over.
Yep.
I did it people's son. So I joined the military at that point and took the test, went straight to boot camp. The funny thing is, when when I signed the contract, that's when 9/11 happened.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so 2001. So I said, it's America is about to go to war. I don't think I want to join anymore. The recruiter said, well, if you don't join, they will come and arrest you for going AWOL. I said, what? But I've been going to boot camp. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. He said, you have to go. Nah, I
Yep.
got stuck with it because God sees our future and he knows the importance of us, getting into a certain, going down a certain path. I was just looking at, oh, it's 9/11. I don't want to go to war, but God saw a greater thing coming out of this. So, anyways, I got on the bus. We went to boot camp and, that's how my Navy career started. At first, they wanted me to be an electrician because they said my score on the entry test was really high in that area, like physics, trigonometry, and stuff like that. I said, no, 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 no. I'm trying to get electrocuted for no Navy. Y'all give me some other job. Y'all got no job for me. Y'all put me somewhere else. So
I know, right?
they said they want to give me they want me to be a religious petty officer and assign me to a Navy chaplain. I said, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Why did I say no to that? It's because I have a past of molestation and rape, and I immediately I picture myself sitting in a, when you think when you
Yeah.
think Catholic, when you think Catholic church and all that stuff that happens, and
Mm-hmm.
me and a white maybe chaplain, I'm like, no, I don't want to be, because sometimes it would just be you assigned to that one chaplain, and
Yeah.
that chaplain is mostly 99% of the time a male. So I said, no, I want that job. So they put me in a poo platoon job to be painting the ship, sweeping the deck, and doing all that stuff. I said, I'm okay. I was playing, we were like the security on the ship, standing watches and doing all that stuff. So that's where it started. And I ended up doing 8.5 years in the military before getting out. And I got out pretty good because I got out with 100% disability, and the benefit covers my children, it covers their education, it covers 100% medical care for me, it covers them 100% too as well. And our copay for the children is only $12 per visit. And if it's a routine check, there's no copay. So it turned out to be a blessing. At first, I didn't want to go, and then at the time, I was like, "Oh, y'all brought people here. Y'all just leave people hanging. Oh, they left me in the house alone. They abandoned me." But at the end of the day, look at me.
It's
I
enough for
can
your good.
Okay, it worked out
Yeah.
for my good. It worked out.
Yeah.
For my good. So it was a pleasure serving. I went to Iraq. I was scheduled to be there for 6 months, but the nanny I had watching my children came down with cancer. So my tour was, cut short, and I had to come back after 4 months, and she died 3 months later. So, but I had that experience too in Iraq. It was pretty interesting and kind of stressful at the same time because there was just too many deaths happening. That was the first time I drove stick shift. People used to get pissed off at me because I was a supply person. So I, I was given the pickup truck to drive. One day I was stopping on the people dusty road. I know how to drive it, good, but I had to do it. I didn't say but it was quite an experience wearing that bulletproof vest, strapped up with everything gone across my chest 24/7. Oh, jeez. No wonder why I came back.
I know. I can see from this picture.
Yeah, I got very skinny. I went
Yeah.
165 pounds and came back 130 pounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great one. That's a great one. So some of those physical things you can be doing. You learn it from the military or you been physical all through?
Well, genetically, I'm built.
Mm-hmm.
They want a Liberian people call man woman. Yeah,
That is.
genetically, I'm muscular, so it kind of gives me a leeway to be more athletic. I find it easier to do athletic things because I'm muscular like that. But then the Navy too, it kind of, they say, "Oh, soldier never die."
Mm-hmm.
It kind of pushed me to maintain that because we have fitness tests. You have to run a mile and a half in no more than 15 minutes. And we had to maintain that. You can only fail that test 3 times. They will kick your butt out, you know. So it did help. And but besides that, I used to love staying in shape, period. I used to love staying in shape. When I get big, that time you will see me working out. At certain I like to, but right now, since I'm aging,
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep 165, 170 because I can tell people I said they when I'm getting older and looking skinny, I don't want to be this ageable woman with teenage body, so I gotta keep my weight right here,
That's
you know.
right.
But
That's right.
yes, the military played a huge role in my love for fitness because even the training when I went to Iraq from Chicago to Kuwait and then to Iraq, I was not small thing, but I was on point.
Yeah, I can see. I saw some of your videos. I saw some of them where you doing like an acrobatic. You have your foot in the air, and you. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So there's one of your comedy video. Can you tell about this video? I'm about to play this video right here.
Uh-uh.
I think you said I ran into the side chick having lunch with my house mom. So this cracked me up too. So let me just try to find it for you quick, so you can just tell me something about it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I tap my. So I goes to lunch with my. Luckily for me, when we walk in there, I saw my big headed husband having lunch with some strange woman. I tapped my co-worker. I said, "Look over there. Do you see what I see?" She was like, "Oh my God, is that your husband?" I said, "That's my husband sitting over there with some unknown chick, as if to say he's not married." But anyways, that's a good thing. That means I can go over there and sit down and eat. She was like, "No, girl, stay over there. Let's eat. I'll pay for you." I said, "No, no, no, no. Keep that money. The next time we come, you will pay for me. But as long as my husband sitting at that table, whatever food he buys, I have the right to eat it." She was like, "Girl, don't do nothing stupid." I was just starting no drama. I was like, "Don't stupid drama." They already started stupid drama. So I'm going over there to join the show and be part of the delicious meal that's coming. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it. My husband buy it. I should be the one to eat. I have all right to eat it. She said, "Okay, I'm gonna be over here." I said, "All right, girl. If you can videotape." I goes over there. I was like, "So you out here with some strange chick?" Well, I'm hungry too. I don't even want. I don't want no problems. I don't want to start no noise here. I don't want the police to come and kick us out before I get to eat. So dress. I told the lady, "Dress. Let me sit down. Dress. Let me sit down." And she's like, "What does she mean by dress?" And my husband had to explain to her, "Dress means scoot your butt over. Let me sit down. Dress. Let me sit down." You think that your one will eat the food my husband ordered? Before I could finish talking, I said, "Well, did you guys already order? Because I'm hungry." As I'm sitting there, the waitress brings the food and set it right in front of her. I said, I'll take that. I'll take that." She tries to grab it. I smack her hand. I was like, "I know my husband paid for this, right?" She was like, "It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to pay him back." I said, "You don't have to do that. Since you got money to pay him back, buy your own food. This one, since my husband paid for it, I'm going to eat it." And he's looking at me like, "What are you doing? You want food? I can order you some." I said, "No, no, 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 no. Your income should only pay for food for me to eat. Whoever this chick is, I don't know if that's your boss or your side chick, whatever she is, you're not buying no food no food for us. We're not buying any food for her. I will eat this food. I started eating the food, eating the food. Next thing they brought his food, I grabbed his food. I said, babe, you're not eating it. I told the waitress, can you please give me a to-go tray because I need to put this here for later. I dumped his food in the to-go tray. I got done eating hers. I couldn't even get done eating hers. I dumped everything in two to-go trays. I said, you know what? You guys are making me very uncomfortable. Y'all look useless. You don't know this man is married. You came and sit down here to eat my money for my husband to buy food for you to eat. You useless woman, go find your own man. Okay? You're not eating. I said, babe, can I have your wallet? Give me your wallet. He said, but I got my license. I said, take your license from in the wallet. Give me the wallet. I'm taking the credit card. I'm taking all of that. I'm not buying any food for her. You know what? You can just leave. You may as well leave. As I'm leaving, if you don't leave from here, it's going to be a serious problem when you get home. I'll file for divorce. So I grabbed my food. As I was going, I handed it to my friend. I came back. I said, is that a sewing? I look at the lady, I say, is that a sewing or a wig? She was like, it's none of your business. So I reached over and grabbed it. It was a wig. I snatched it off her hair. I said, I believe my husband paid for it too. Oh, look at your nappy hair. Oh, girl, you don't have no edges. What happened to you? What happened to you? I was like, look, if you want, you can buy her another one. But I know you pay for that. I know your money. Your money trying to pay to put food in her stomach, then your money put this wig on her head. I'm taking it too. She tried to get up. My husband grabbed her. I said, yeah, you better grab your side piece.
So, Sister Finn, doesn't all of these stories, where you know what just come up with them from? And what's the moral behind some of these jokes, some of the work you can do?
Well, I just it's my own imagination of what people could be going through because there are infidelities all over, always, from just being girlfriend to
You have your
girlfriend.
camera adjusted?
Huh?
Your microphone, I cannot hear you better.
Oh, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but just a little, the tone just a little sharp. That's it. But you can go ahead.
Okay. Well, the, I'm not hearing you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, the thing is, you don't have to be in people's homes to know the kind of drama that unfolds because, bad news free.
Mm-hmm.
People will sit down, they talk and discuss, and then you be like, I heard it from the birds, not knowing there's a gossip that actually going around because it happened and people saw it happen. I always say your business will not be out there if you and your person are not starting drama in the home that gets out there and other people are involved. Because a cheating situation will always put your family business out there because it's a third party. And that third party will talk to multiple people, whether it's a man or a woman. If a man is sleeping with your wife, that man will talk to his friends, and then he will have friends that will talk to friends, and your business will be out there because you're dealing with somebody outside your home. So
Yep.
all these things, it's not hard. You hear it, you see it in movies, you see it on the news, and it gets even fatal. So with all that negativity that goes with it, I decided to give it a comedic twist. And you'll be surprised because there were some women who sent me inbox. There was a particular woman who sent me the inbox. She said, "Oh, girl, you know that video you made about, having a family picnic and the side chick showed up and you went to go serve her food and you acted like you tripped and spilled the whole food on her and she had to leave and you just did it on purpose." She said, "Oh, girl, I did that and I tried telling her, oh, come on over here, let me clean you. Oh, I can give you another clothes to wear." And she was looking at me crazy because she already knew she was creeping with my husband. So the
Yeah.
fact that I was playing this reverse psychology on her, girl, that lady said that side chick left her husband alone for good. So my goal was to give it a twist to where the woman empowers herself with confidence
Mm-hmm.
and not be so mad at her husband and be so bitter towards the side chick to where she's harboring all the negative energy. You're the wife. You're the one with the crown. You're
Yep.
the one with the ring. You're the one with the home. You're the one he's spending the money on. You're the one calls his wife. So you're the one supposed to get out there bold and stepping in front of anybody and not mad. But if you bring that energy to where to like though you don't give a damn type of energy, she just it scares the side chick off. Like because the side chick is also thinking you ain't nobody and she can snatch your man. But if you because I saw a brother reading a book, the title was excuse my language. The title wasn't excuse my language. I want to say the title, but it has profanity in it. It says
Yeah.
the subtle act of not giving a fuck. So I look at the book the brother was reading. I'm like, God damn, I need to get that book. But then I look at the book. I'm like, that's exactly what I did in my videos. It's like I really don't care if you got a side chick, but I'm about to let her know I'm in the picture here. And if you're gonna stay in this picture, you gotta play your role and be and and take some of the burden. I'm not gonna play wifey and then you'll be enjoying. I'm about to really get into your world and make you feel like you belong. Unless you don't want to belong, then you can step out. So I decided to give it that twist because most of the time when men are cheating on their wives, I would speak for the women.
Mm-hmm.
Because for the men, when the woman cheat on you, I know what they can happen. Oh, y'all can't handle that stuff.
No, you gotta go.
You gotta go. But you see, you see, for the women, the way God built us, that's why He called us favored. That's why He calls us helpers, because we can carry that stuff for quite a while. Okay, so I decided to do that for women because most of the time you're sitting down, you're crying, you're sitting down, you're frustrated, you're feeling sad. But why do that when you can play a total fool out of the side chick and scare her away? So
Yeah.
when I brought that to the scene, oh, trust me, a lot of my fans, the women, they went wild. They went wild with just grabbing their relationship and saving the day. And a lot of them did. A lot of them did because they sent their testimony and their jokes and all that stuff. They send it through messages. And I'm like, wow, it's actually working. If I were to be a side chick and a woman did that, I'll be so scared. I'll be so scared because the man is also in
Mm-hmm.
the picture and he don't want you to do anything to get his wife into trouble. But again, this is America. It depends how you go about doing it because the story I took it to I took it to levels where you go do it, you actually gonna get arrested. Okay, so but I believe not I believe it did help a lot of females because they send me messages and let me know what their situation, what the scenarios was, and what happened, what was the outcome. And they actually, their husbands started, gravitating more to them. And the husband said, start getting scared too, want to get rid of the side chick too. So
Yeah.
that was the idea behind that.
That's a good one because it just showed to the rest of them that if you go and see your husband sitting somewhere, not to just disturb the entire place, you could just play an intelligent game and just offer me too. And just give me your wallet and perform magic and pay for this food.
Whoever she is, I really don't care. I mean,
Man, trust me, if I'm caught up in that kind of an embarrassment, well, my wife would just walk out to me and say, "Hey, babe, let me eat," and we eat, and you just take my wallet and go home. I feel like I'm confused. You're just gonna tend to whoever person serving you, the waiter or the waitress, and be like, "Do you have Cash App?"
oh my goodness. Oh yes. I mean, it helped a lot of sisters though. It really did.
Yeah. Then there's this one. I would just want you to just speak on it shortly before we just because we have 25. I mean, say It's 14 already. Okay, we have 10 more minutes to go. So
Okay.
if you're following us, you want to ask the comedian fitness in question, you can type in your question. If you want to call, we will have the number here, please. You can call her as well and just compliment her, or you can just decide to just send a like or go on the page and just say what's up. We would do appreciate that. So I have this one where you kind of are giving your little sister advice on her first date. Yeah, so this one right here, you're giving her a little advice on her first date. So you care to just speak to us about it. Let me just put it on for you. So hold on.
Okay. Reminder.
Yeah.
And you sure it's his hand he's gonna use? That's what he said. You know what you was up to when you asked him for a massage.
Well, I just trying to start a conversation with
You
somebody.
start a conversation with massage?
No, I just started with massage. First, I started.
You just said I'm just trying to
man.
start a
Wait.
conversation.
I said I started a conversation, but we started conversation cooking.
Mm-hmm.
We started by cooking.
I moved from cooking to
So,
massage.
but I didn't have anything else to say.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking, but actually, I told him that I can be able to like cook tonight
Mm-hmm.
because I had to go pick up somebody. It was like all the way like 10 o'clock or something, and I told him I won't be able to do that because I have to pick up somebody and won't like be able to cook it. I'll bring it on Monday. Then before I started the conversation, I was like,
So
oh my God,
since
I'm
you
so
can't
tired.
cook, you want to serve him the booty.
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish with the conversation.
Why would you go?
No,
Go ahead.
wait, now.
Go ahead.
I was like, I'm kind of tired a little bit, but I need a little bit of massage on my back and stuff. And you're gonna give me massage and stuff.
So you for it.
I'm sorry.
You just
So I first and from there, I told him, okay, I can give you a massage because I do manicures and pedicure and also massage. Yeah, excuse me, I do manicures and pedicure.
I know you want to do his pedicure.
So no, this is why he asked me. Yeah, I told him.
You want to suck his toes.
No. They said, "Oh, you too?" I was like, he said, you do that too?" I was like, "Yeah, I do all of it." And then he said, "Okay, you owe me a massage and a pedicure, all of that, and then da. We talk.
So you're
And for
actually
now,
planning to, yeah.
to have sex? No.
Isn't this your first? Don't give him the cooking
No,
person.
I won't. I won't.
Sound like you will. You taking clothes off to get massage?
So this one was cracking me up too. I was like, oh my gosh. That other advice to your little sister, that's a real advice though. That's a tough advice though. That's a
It's
real
been a
tough
while.
advice.
Oh my God. That has been a
Yeah.
while. That video is funny.
Yeah, that's a long time video because the point is if you just giving that kind of advice is like I just tell you my side of the story. If you just gonna do it, you on your own.
Okay. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Well,
So
that
mhm.
video, you know, that little girl name is Wilty, and she's a beautiful soul, and she does have that personality almost like it's committed too. So talking to her, she's just as bold and
Yeah.
open, and most of the time if you look at people that I'm usually close to, there are people who are open-minded and they speak freely.
Yes.
I don't like being close to people who tend to be judgmental and close-minded. I don't like that because you may not trust me around you because you all closed up. So I usually gravitate to people who are I say me and my friend and we rude. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's the
well,
right way to
brother, we
place
just
it.
speak. Yeah, we just speak boldly like that. I'm not the person to pretend and act all cute and perfect. No, that's not me. I can't act cute and perfect. I consider myself a good person, good at heart, but the part of me that does all this comedy is exactly what people see. And
Yeah.
And it was really entertaining talking about it, and she played it pretty well too, because we get in relationship, and guys will always try to do that. Let me give you a massage, like,
Yeah,
and why
that's
your
true.
massage gotta start from below the butt, and then you go with a, okay, I'm gonna back over there. You put one drop of oil on it, yeah. I think that when you go to a massage parlor, you can see the boy just doing a butt like that all the time. You say one, you see what I'm saying? Like, if a girl says she wants a massage and the clothes come off,
Yeah.
and it's not at a massage parlor, I mean, come on now. We already know what's about to happen and what all the other body parts that's about to get massaged. So it was a pretty good conversation when I told her, since you can't cook, you want to serve him booty. That was funny. I can't hear you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I said, yeah, that's real funny, honestly.
But
Because
it's mm-hmm.
that was a good advice, though. If you go
And
to help somebody or somebody want to help you do massage, they didn't have to come beneath your waist or wherever. Yeah,
mm-mm.
just deal with my back, and that's the back we have to deal with.
But I kid you not, if a female goes to a man's house and the man say, "Let me give you massage," unless you just totally don't want that man to see you naked, but he
Yeah.
would try to work his way down to get those clothes off. He would. I mean, you tell me, a
Yeah,
man is a man.
especially the old hands though.
Yeah, they gonna try to get those pants off. I
You
don't care
see?
what you do.
I said
You know,
government said it worked.
yeah, because I mean, it really does. It really does because I mean, humanly speaking and realistically speaking, you the female, you may have in your mind, oh, I don't want to go there with him and stuff, but the way the man will start rubbing you, say,
Yeah.
then other things will start happening biologically.
Yes.
And then
Obviously.
he will find a way to make you succumb. And you'll just be lying to yourself. And you'll go all the way to a man's house for him to give you massage.
Yeah.
Mama,
And
just forget it.
in his head, that's his end game.
Of course. Of course. Because our brother not just come and rub your back. His hands will start slipping the corner of your armpits and grabbing your boobs. And he want to get you in the mood. So that massage you went for, my, if you want massage without sex, you are going to go to a massage parlor. That is Chinese people or the white people or the people who own massage parlors do the job for you. But you can't go to the men who are really let you. You want kid dog. They say give me massage, man. You know what you're looking for? That
Yeah.
massage.
Yeah, so you suck on story and the whole massage been it end.
Nah, it ain't right
Yeah.
now.
And somebody asked a question here, small. She said, are some of the scat based on your real life event? Some of your
Yes,
stories?
yes.
Okay.
Some of them are based on my own life experiences because, like I tell people all the time, I'm not exempted from going through pain and suffering, frustration, and heartbreaks like everybody else. Because humans, like the Bible say, the heart of a man is desperately wicked. Man is in humankind as a whole. So sometimes you will get in relationship, and yes, you will get your feeling hurt, both men and women. And I was in a marriage, I got cheated on. My husband cheated on me with 6 women. He didn't confess, but he got so insecure until we got to that point where he wanted me to swear on the Bible. I swore on the Bible. And then when I swore on the Bible, that confirmed that I wasn't cheating on him. And I said, okay, man, he was African American, and he is African American. So I told him that, okay, but then I can't do your swearing. The man started walking, oh, well, they leave me. I said, what's going on? Come swear now. You want to swear? I said, pray in the Bible. Let me tell you what to say. I'm not going to say nice either because you weren't nice about what you made me to say to swear in the Bible. So
Yeah.
he went put in the Bible. He said, well, I guess I'm just going to tell you what I did.
Oh man.
Now, how he would say. So I did, yeah, I did go through things that kind of, inspire some of the topics, and then based on things that you see on the news, based on things that you hear in the community,
Mm-hmm.
it all plays a part. But you'll be surprised that some of the things, I came up with a joke before during the side chick series, and
Mm-hmm.
I said that the side chick that had a baby for me had to give me the baby because every fluid that runs through my husband's body belongs to me. So if a baby is conceived from my husband's bodily fluid, that's my child, and we need to take my child and put her on child support. Do you know that that happened in real life for some Liberian sister? And somebody gave me the story years after I posted that video. She had a baby for a married man. The
Mm-hmm.
married man was in the gang. He was Mexican. And then his wife was also down with the gang thing. So when she found out that this Liberian girl had a baby for her husband, she said she wanted the baby. If I did not give that child to her, she will put hitman on the get to kill the girl.
Oh
That how
wow.
the girl took her. Today, the girl can sit down in one state. She's still running with a child. You see? So
Wow.
I can just create something. I can just come out of my little, you know, shenanigan. I can just create my shenanigan, and it's somebody's story. And yes, for that question, some of it has been based on my own experience because I've been a side chick once. I've had a husband cheat on me. My heart has been broken. A married man has lied to me. I would think he said, I found my own future husband. They're my
Yeah.
last bus stop. Yeah, wherever he was eating his wife come here and eating me out. Sometimes the boy complaining. He said, I said, but why are you so tired now? You complaining? Why would a man tell me? I'm wanting too much. Sex. Like I'm not understanding. After 10 months, I had to get that down to the bottom of it. I say, if you don't tell me why I haven't been to your house, don't come to my house. That had a bomb. 1 week later, he came and sat down. He said, "Oh, I'm married to this white woman, but I only did it for papers and this and that." I said, you should have told me that when we first started, At least give me, it's my right to know. Give me the option to say, okay, I want to stay in this relationship. And I will believe. I would have believed in you if you told me from the start. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you say you want to be with her. Oh, yeah, but that knowing myself at the time, I didn't want to mess with any married man anymore. The last time I messed with married man was back in 2007,
Yeah.
and I would say I had a moment where I had to pray to God to sway away from that whole sleeping with a married man thing, and it did work. Since that time, I resent married men. They are good people, but if you get a wife, go have sex with your wife.
Yeah.
I don't owe you any pussy. You go to your own wife. That's why you marry her for. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Let me keep my shit together for my future husband. You can't be killing chicken water and can't bust over on this side and be no.
That's
That's why you
true.
got a wife. You going outside the other women and I want to see where you and help your wife along the way, be your sister wife, help us, then they can do it. But at this point in time, when this guy did this, I was very disgusted because he didn't tell me. And that's why I broke up with him, because it had been over probably 6 years. I'd never been with a married man. I never wanted to. So I got so angry and I broke up with him. He thought I was joking, but I cut it off right there. So I have been a side chick, unknown to myself, and then way back in 2007, knowingly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. It takes courage to talk about your own story because I guess very few people can do the kind of thing because when you ask them, they're so timid. They be like, "Oh, I'm shy," and they just die with those kind of experiences that other people need to just learn from. Because somebody listening today can just say, "Well, hell no! If you get your wife, stay with your wife. Why would you want to have your wife and coming out?"
The hell?
And some of the guys are very deceptive though. They come to you and are like they are angels.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I like they have nothing going on. But after a few days, when you push them to the water, they'll be like, Oh, I've been. I really don't want to be there, but if you
That's
don't want to be there, then why?
it's all a damn lie. You go figure it out, and then when you're done, you can go find your future wife, and that future wife will not be me for lying to me from the start. No,
And
it's kind of crazy, brother Logan. What's this sister name? Eve, brother Isaac's wife.
yeah.
Somebody told Eve something about me before, right?
Uh-huh.
And she found it hard to believe the person. She said, "If I know would be very quick at telling you anything about herself before anybody else knows." So then when you're talking about faith, I think it's true. Because faith doing the church and confess that she was fornicating, like, okay, faith is not somebody who will say that. That's why gossip don't affect me. Like, remember when hear something and they don't want to come to you and ask you for fear of retaliation or for fear that you may get mad or for fear that, okay, if you were sitting down there and yeah, what did you say? I want to know what you want to say. If you want the truth, come to me, I will tell you.
It's true.
I will tell you. But if you gossip do that your business, because people who know me, you come to me, I will tell you what you want to know. I'm not perfect, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm perfect or get mad because somebody is saying something about me. You want to say about me, be on my mind like your business. You want to know the truth, come to me. I will explain it to you. There are issues out there right now, and I can be looking at like people who don't like me or no, even if you like me or not, your business. Like it's a free word. It's a free word. You don't like me, that your business. You pay my bill, I pay your bill, right? But
Tell me about it.
yeah, okay. If you hear something about me and you don't want to come to me, it's up to you. But I'm ready always to tell anybody what they want to do. Because they will go to, because somebody came to me and said, "Oh, somebody said this thing about fair doing this, 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 that." I said, "Tell the person to come to me." But other than that, I got nothing to discuss here. So I'm not, people don't, maybe it's just the Liberian thing where we just so shy to talk about what we do because sometimes you want to paint yourself in this perfect picture. But
Yes.
life is not perfect. You are not perfect. Your relationship is not perfect. People around you are not perfect. We live in a very we live in a universe that's not perfect, period. So I'm not shy. I will never sway away from saying anything bluntly about myself. So anybody can ask a question if they want. If they don't want to, they want to sit down and be talking anything, let them talk it through. That damn business way. When you gossiping about me, that your damn business. It's not gonna move me.
Yeah, but your gossip can't stop me from living.
Eh. I will
I,
eat my dry rat.
I
I
like
don't
that.
care.
I like
Eh.
that. And when you so open and you confident, people see you to be arrogant.
Oh, that their business now. These people who see you to be arrogant, they want people who lie to them.
That's true.
They want people who are so open and blunt. They don't have that many friends because if you keep telling people as it is, they think that, oh, you think you better than them. No, if it's looking bad, I'll tell you it's looking bad. You know what I'm saying? Because friends has done things to me before, and I'll totally, cut them off when they tell me why. In fact, you will know why I don't like you anymore.
Yeah.
I will tell you why I don't like you anymore. And I have a friend who had to work her way back into my life because of what she did. I didn't hide it from her. And I was cursing her oh and oh. When I cursed her, she cursed me. When I cursed her, she cursed me. When she denied, I cursed her some more. That we were back and forth until the relationship came back to where, hey, I'm not gonna F with this girl because she's not gonna put up with my BS, That's how it was.
And that's a fair one to me. That's a
Yeah.
fair one to me. Because when you real to people, you can know them.
Mhm.
When somebody faking, it's a serious burden because you don't know when the person will show their real self.
Okay. No
Yeah,
fake
that's the
you.
real self. So
No faking.
Faye, I want to say thank you so much. I want to say though I give you a short notice, but I really do appreciate you coming up here today. We have these things to put our voices out there, our community out there. We know in times to come, we have a lot of people subscribing and they will listen to us too. They will know what we're doing in our little town here as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to say thank you so much for coming up. So just you can just talk to my little audience and just with your parting comment, please.
Oh yes. First of all, thanks to you, the host, for bringing me on. I want to say thanks to everybody who's watching. Thank you. Y'all didn't ask, why y'all not ask me plenty of questions, but
I
anyway.
know. I started to ask more questions, but probably maybe they're waiting for the next topic because we have politicians coming in. And,
Okay,
most
yes.
people have interest in politics.
Yeah. So, but anyways, thanks to you guys who keep supporting, Logan's show and tuning in every time he, have some have a guest on his show. I do tune in too, and I watch Brother Hoti and Brother Jeremiah on
Jeremiah.
your show that time. I didn't watch the other people, but I did watch Sis Fambule on your show the last time. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much, and thanks to everybody who been watching. Let everything I say, yeah, let it become your your next topic. I love y'all. And I love you too, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my sister.
You're welcome.
So you heard it though. If you want to make it your topic, make it your topic. But you finish saying your own.
Have fun. Have fun. Spread it. Make me famous.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much for showing up today.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. So there you go. I told you, man, she was to crack everybody on today, and she did. Man, you can see my eye. Literally, I'm like pussy with tears because I just know the woman. I know who she is. I know the kind of work she can do. She's very smart. She's a smart and intelligent woman. Not with the exception of some of her jokes, the comedian side of it. But when it comes to being very bold, she is. She is very bold. I think you heard her saying her own story. So it takes courage to explain your own story out. Like what I did the other day. Very few people have their story and they go on with their story. They believe in their mind they're going to die with their story. But your story could inspire somebody. Your story could bring a change to somebody's lives. So we will be here shortly in an hour time, I can say, because it's going to be 5:30. We're going to be joined by Mr. James Akwe and the tough talking Mr. Jan Volule, and followed by one of our guests who will be coming from. He's calling from Philadelphia, so you can see the whole crew that are going to be here shortly. This is going to be real hot because this has to do with politics. This has to do with the current issue in Liberia. It has to do with who going to held the CPP or the opposition, who going to face Ambassador George Manning. We are come 2023 because as you all regularly know that 2023 Josh Weah will be going for re-election, and the entire CPP force, they might just be falling in the disarray currently. So we know that if Ambassador Weah or Mr. Cummings, if they fall apart, we know that just one party cannot win uh, the entire election in Liberia, because the way the election is structured in a way that it has to be an absolute majority. Simple majority cannot win. So, well, it's 50 plus one vote. So it's obviously going to go to second round. And when it goes to second round, those parties who feels aggrieved, they might just pledge their support to the opposition. So who don't know or who already knows what going to happen in 2023. So well, I want to say thank you for following today again. Thank you so much to everyone who followed us today. I just don't want to be calling a lot of people names. For some people, if their names are not mentioned, they try to take offense to it. But we will also call your name if you make some comment. So the easy way to hear your name on this platform is to just tap a comment. Anything you say in your comment section, we're going to recognize all those that are commented. We know some people just follow and they do not say anything, but that's fine as well. But when you just following and not saying anything, it's difficult for us to just find that you're following, because we cannot just see that, because it's a whole platform set up and all of the likes and the love is just part in one side. One of the comments is just displaying. So if you want your need to be called on here, you can just comment. When you comment, then we're going to see your comment and just recognize you and tell you thank you for always following. So we're going to be back here shortly in just an hour, because just 30 minutes. We're going to be back here in 30 minutes. We'll be joined by Mr. James Akwe and Mr. Jan Volule and Mr. Anthony David, we're gonna just make this place hot for us. So thank you for following. So if you have question for those are representing Joseph Boakai, or you have question for those are representing Mr. Edizana coming, now is the time to start typing in your questions because they're going to be here shortly. As soon as we get back, write your question down. When we get back, you can type your question in for each of the candidates up here. And we're going to be joined by our special guest host tonight. You all know him. He's one of those tough talking. He one of the aspiring in district number 8 Maserado County going against Mr. Akara's Gray. So he's gonna be our guest host here tonight. So we'll be joined shortly by our next group of people. So we're gonna say thank you for following and thank you so much. We're gonna be back shortly.